to be Mr. Ponders. I'm not very happy. I should be ecstatic. I thought I had a friend who was gonna help me. She says she's church lady, Mr. Church Preacher. These are narcissists who want to tell themselves that they are the best, everybody else be bad, and they are doing evil. Oh shit, they're doing evil. So, I'm a very good guy. I don't want to turn the dark side. I don't like, icky messes. I just want to be happy with my kids and eat fruit on the beach and want to play with my doggy and chill. But dude, I get out the hospital, I come one day with my doggy and I had to fight to get him even, and now he gone and my heart is broken. So I'm saying this is not alright, and neither is this. This is what I'm left with out of my stuff. This is leaking. Obviously, there's water in here. These are wet. And what the shit? Hello? Hello? Dude. Okay. I thought my satellite was gone. She said it was gone, but it is there. Alright. So I can't sue Joe for my satellite. But the parts of it are missing. And the court took my phone away so I could not cancel the payments. So they owe me the difference of the payments that were going through on autopay. And I tell you, my glass supplies are very important to me. Like all this. Oh, I broke. But anyway, that was just a blow tube. I make some stuff. It's very cool. And now it's very broken. But, like, there's glass supplies and stuff that I plan on making things. I did a lot of work in my day. I'm a wizard. Right? And what do little kids in the town think about the wizard? He's like, oh, it's scary up on the hill. The guy does science stuff and all is scary. We call him a witch, right? I'm a witch. Because they don't understand. They're afraid of what they don't understand. And I keep just doing stuff that seems interesting and amazing to me. And I keep learning new things. And I find amazement in all there is to learn. So I just go from one art medium to the next art medium to the next art medium. And I become a master of them all. And that's what I enjoy doing with my life, is I master things. Master Blaster! So, you might say, haha, oh sure, you do glass, Well, I do very much inventions. I very much set trends and start new techniques and people copy, and I change history. But as soon as they copy me and start copying and do the things, I say, well, you know what? I do something else. I can come up with new shit, and I stay ahead of the curve. But I find new mediums. I'm gonna do some music here next. Once I get my computer back from Psycho Bitch over here. But dude, so I get scammed for house, and the police say, okay, we make sure he give you 45 days, and he had my stuff thrown out on the road in 3 days after I lock up. And I was like, I lock up in hospital. I did not think you could do this to me, Mr. State. And they were like, well, we do whatever we want. We like to conspire. And I'm like, all right, well, okay then. So you're going to let this preacher just make my life's work, 20 years of being very, very inventive, not needing the colleges, not needing the economies. I just do my thing and have enough to be creative and don't care about sales. And so I'm allowed liberty and freedom to be happy, freedom to be successful, and I choose what to do with my time. My time is worth what I say. I am the artist. I am the one who chooses what my time is worth. Nobody gets to tell me what my time is worth. I have paintings that I do. I offer 10,000. I say that painting worth $1,000,000. And they say, oh, I don't give you $1,000,000. I only have 10,000. I will put on that. I say, I am the artist. That doesn't even come close. I'll say you a print of it for like 1,000 or something. I don't care. Well, alright, no, I'm the artist. I choose. So, I want what's best for everyone too. I have a huge heart. My empathy neurons are way too big. And I have a lot of love to give. And I always do give the best of love. But I've not been a fighter because I don't like to fight. I don't like people getting knotted up inside, and I don't like to break my body parts on other people's body parts. So I got a very, very precious body. It's a one of a kind combination of DNA, and I like to be very successful with it, and I like to go for the long haul. I'm going for 132. So fuck you. And I think, you live forever if you have children. I am very happy to have more children, but only with mothers that have the empathy neurons like I do and actually care about people and not try to be manipulative and controlling. So, this is hard to find, and you would think that the DNA says, oh, this is the kind of DNA that should live, is the kind that is very smart and very talented and very fast at figuring things out and getting good at and doing the right thing with lots of love. So I'm very surprised that this world has just smashed this kind of person right here so much and made it so crappy. Poopy pants everywhere. Everybody have poopy diapers. And I'm just like, I wipe my own ass and I'm a very happy boy. Was I the only one that was raised correct? Maybe so. But that is where the problem lies. Because yes, Sigmund Freud, another extraordinary mind, he figured out that lots of trauma from childhood leads to lots of trauma in adulthood, leads to trauma with everybody else with the trauma, childhood trauma people. So it's like, yes, it's not all sexual like he thought. I say it's more with the bullying, it's more with the American culture to be narcissistic and say, I am the best of all of everything and I am perfect and you don't even want to talk about what I'm wrong with because I am already not very in denial about all that crap. I'm like very, very good at looking in the mirror and saying, I want to work on this. I want to be a better person. Oh, I rubbed she wrong. Why did I rub she wrong? She like to be rubbed like this. And I'm like, oh, you just had to tell me. No, dude. It's very easy. You communicate and you be honorable and you be very good to people and people will be good to you. That's the way it should be. But no, I'll be good to people and then like, oh, I take advantage of this guy. He seemed like he's very naive and I just like can hit him for whatever. Oh, he says he likes treasure and look for treasure. I will try to kill him and take a shit and all this other crap. I'm like, whoa. Poor child. Poor child. You think it's about treasure? No, dude, it's about finding the treasure. That is the fun part. You don't, dude, who wants to sit there and, like Scrooge McDuck trying to dive into a pile of fucking metal, dude? You don't really dive into it, you just kind of splat, splat. What the fuck? This is not a cartoon. Cereal. Do you see the Goonies? They fucking all gyrated up in their boat in the cave, and they're like, oh, I got the gold, and now I am dead on the table with the gold, and now what? Nothing. They died on the table with the gold in the boat with nothing. For what? They don't have no babies, they don't have no family. Their DNA go, oh my God, I tried all this time, and now I got the gold, and I got the table, and I got the boat, and I got the cave, and I have nothing. It's like pirates. Just all kill each other until there's only one of them left, and then they have the boat in the cave, and then they die on the table with nothing. So, I think pirates are stupid as fuck. They're the DNAs that should be like, yes, you know? People with big hearts should be like, okay, I let the love come to me, and I give back, and you come around. It's not the way of the world. The world is vicious. Oh, I do not like the way it is right now, but it does not have to be so. It does not have to be so. Dude, there's so much right there on the other side of the perspective. It's just like, whoop, you know? Oh, yeah, yeah. I know the very like, oh. Dude, she's like, oh, my puppy's gone. I had my puppy for one day and he's gone. I can't believe. And then she locked the door on me and said, oh, you can't come in. I'm like, what the hell, bitch? She has all my stuff. Like, oh my God. So I get ripped off by the preacher. And I say, well, lady, you gonna help save my stuff from being piled in the rain? And she saved some of my stuff. And I see some of it in her house. I take videos and audio. And oh my God, dude. It's just like a little bit of my stuff I could get. And I'm like, okay, I can handle being around this control freak for a minute. And then, dude, one morning, I have a friend on the phone. It's like as soon as my attention is on somebody else, she's just like angry and vindictive and fucking punishing me. Literally punishing me for not giving her every single bit of attention that I have. I have very lots on my mind and a very huge canvas to detail here, you know? So, I'm looking at the platter canvas, but what do you call it? Shit, dude. I have to be very choosy what I take. The stuff that is important to me, she said is not important. She put in here, and I find some things that are important. So I'm like, this is important. But all this, she just pretty much like go through my crap and say, garbage. So I'm like, this is a Fulgurite, this is lightning glass, and I could sell on the internet. This is probably worth about $200 or $3. You know, it's like, the lightning struck the sand, and now it is beautiful. So, I don't know. I have a few left, but there are tons that are gone. And so I'm supposed to document this stuff, and I don't have phone or space on my phone. I don't have room. The data is garbage. I am very, very stressed. There's no way to protect my First Amendment rights, and there's no way to protect myself from these pirates and the vampires. And dude, it's a vicious planet. And you know, they're doing the thing. Everybody was just like, oh yeah, we think we know. And we go, oh shit, we gave all the power to the red guys? The redcoats, hello, bang bang. Okay. What started World War, wait, revolution, yes. What started revolution? The real World War One, which was everybody wanting the West, which is like the Americas. Hello, how did this start again? Look, does anybody know history? It's called tariffs. They start revolution with tariffs. Straight up. So why are we surprised? Why are we arguing? This guy is working for Russia to crash our country. It is obvious. There's no question about it. It's like, hello, dude. The proof is in the pudding, and why, dude? They sent him in there to do it. They're flushing us down the toilet, yo. And so, I mean, I try to be respectful. I try to be like, well, those Slavic women are very, very sexy. I would like to have lots of babies with the Slavic women. But, and I mean, communism sounds great if you really think about it. It's not like I'm communist, because those people are very mean. But the idea that started this thing is we should all at least make sure everybody's taken care of and share what's there. You know what I mean? It's not just like stabbing each other and burying our crap in the sand until there's only one of us left in the boat in the cave. You know what I mean? It's like we're not pirates. We're farmers. We're lovers. We're families. We're human beings, and we're not even allowed to be. I spend very little time being anything but frustrated with this whole fucking mess. So, dude, I just did 5 months in the hospital, and it was very nice. I got to play chess and read books, and they give me meals, and I was taken care of. It's like, wow, I should just play crazy and stay in here the whole time. No, I want to find women that want to have my babies because they see that I am golden. I'm a golden eagle. I can tell you this truthfully because I tell the truth. And I know there has to be other people that tell the truth and don't just use people. And I cannot let go of the love I have in my heart because of the people that don't, and they try to make everything awful. They have a poopy diaper, and they try to make everyone else make the stink fucking their problem. So I'm like, no, you go take your poopy diaper elsewhere. You change it on your own. I do not need to smell or stink, or I'm not changing it, that's for sure. You'll deal with that. I am gonna work on me. I work on me very hard. I'm good. I have so much cleansing. I'm cleansing. If I have a problem, I apologize. I fix. I make things good. I say, oopsie daisy. I shall not do again. So, sorry for the accent. I'm having fun with my voices. I like to do characters. And now I am a character. Maybe one day people will see that I'm kind of funny. But, for now I'm just funny looking. And people want to fucking be afraid of me because they don't understand where I'm coming from. So, I'm trying to tell you who I am. I'm Dale Corbridge. Named after my grandfather. World War II hero. And I can't imagine being sent to war for my country. But I'm grateful for everyone that did. Including Dr. Mankey, who I thought was... He went to Vietnam Wars and he was a gunner. And I was like, he said he wasn't... I love that guy. I thought he was the one that turned me down for my panels. But no, dude. He's a war hero. And he risked his life when he was 19. He was a gunner in Vietnam. And we should respect him for that. Our country's made some choices and had some agendas that are just questionable. And, it's that pirate mentality that has us lost in the water, dude. So I think there's a chance. There's a time to correct it. Well, there was, dude. He's crashing. I mean, the economy has pretty much crashed. And, right, I'm like, they took my phone away. For like 5 months. And I would have sold my stocks and played the market and definitely pulled everything out. And wow, right? Holy cow. What a nightmare. And I sold my property a year ago because everybody had spread a bunch of rumors about me on the hill and believed it and echoed it, and all the gossipers. And it's dark magic, gossip, slander. It's like that is casting spells on people. And right, straight up, and like the dark ages and whatnot, dude. The witches that were burned at the stake were actually the good people, the intelligent people that were telling the truth and respecting nature and seeing that we had a lot to learn from nature. And they didn't give these preachers that were trying to be manipulative control freaks all the power. And if they even just looked at the preacher weird, preacher's like, oh, I see one of them is not a believer. And they made it like fearmonger. They fearmonger thinking. They don't want you to think, right? The apple on the tree of knowledge. They don't want you to think. They don't want you to know. They don't. So everything is backwards, dude. The church was using these ancient teachings that were there for us to help us learn and see the truth of reality. And they switched it all backwards and they made it so it's like, I think, right? The light bearer, light giver, Lucifer, the light bearer. That's what that means. Lucifer is the giver of light. Light is good. Light is shining awareness on the issues and on the problems of the world so that we can heal from them and actually become better, you know? So I don't want to just like fall on my knees and pray for God to just like wash the whole earth away in fire. I want to get to the root of the problem and solve it by correcting the incentives. It's that easy. If we make people want to learn, if we make people excited about knowing, we make it worth it to spend the time looking into things before we just like go echoing garbage. You know, it's that simple, right? I thought of an idea once. It might have got me targeted. The Declaration of Interdependence, when the Occupy movement was going on back in 2010, and I just pretty much said, like, we the people of Earth are evolving very fast as technology is evolving faster, and right, AI is coming, and we better be ready to train it to think like a human that has proper psychology and can think without all this like storming, like psychotic, like advantage taking, like agenda, kind of like what pirate mindset, right? And so we got to teach the AI to be like Jesus, not a Terminator sent back from the future to kill John Connor. So anyway, the Declaration of Independence just said simply we could have a voting platform, an app that we can all vote on all the time and work on our shit. You know, that would be very cool to work on our shit. And we make the choices and the decisions as a group intelligently, get cryptos for our time and our votes count extra, and every time we answer questions right that show we know how the vote will impact reality, and we can vote on question council people to write the questions that are experts in the fields that can actually make sure that the vote brings out the people that know what they're talking about to have more impact. Just, you know, simple but fun and true. And like, so democracy and freedom are what I believe in. That's why I love my country. I think that is worth fighting for. The wars in our history that gave us our country, that was supporting, you know, like those concepts, I believe that that is excellent. You know, I see you, Jamie. You know, I've never stepped to the dark side. I have thoughts. I realize I'm in situations where I'm like, dude, an evil person would solve this with the dark side. And I see my options and I'm like, wow, I would be a very, very powerful dark Jedi. But I've never stepped to the dark side. But I have let it forever. What's it called? Like forever will it dominate your destiny, right? So I can see how important it was. Like I grew up Mormon, and my parents raised me to be honest and helpful, respectful, and true to my word. And right, I try to like my mom. She's personality wise narcissistic, and you know, she made me feel like everything that I did impacted her so much. She had to think that she was the best mom in the world, and so I had to stoke her out and make her feel validated in her efforts. So I became a people pleaser, right? Instead of becoming a narcissist like that can produce, I became a people pleaser, and so that's like overly empathic. Empathetic. Anyway, there's a difference there. And that, you know, me becoming so intuitive and genuine, that escalated to where I'm a super empath. And right, that means that I can't be around animals that are suffering. I can't be around people that are suffering, and without standing up for them. I want to be very, like, I mean, I let people get away with bullying me, but you bully someone in front of me, and I'll get myself hurt. I've been attacked by mobs because I've stood up against bullies, because it just wasn't right. You know, nobody else was going to do anything. So I can't keep doing that. I keep getting in worse situations from standing up to bullies, and I can't just go around taunting and confronting all the corruption that I see, because it's everywhere, dude. Like, the world is losing this battle, and I'm just like so not down with that. I'm not okay with letting it go down like that. And dude, World War II never ended. We're very close to the closing doors, like it's just dude, they're starting it with the trade war. It's not the Clone Wars, it's the trade wars, and it's gonna all of a sudden result in Revolutionary War, and right, so we'll have a civil war on the homeland, which will escalate to World War III, and then, dude, martial law, and this is not good, dude. We have very little time left. So, I mean, I don't know. What am I supposed to do? I've got my freedom of speech, which is allowing me to say this stuff right here. And I don't want to confront the country. My Declaration of Interdependence wasn't supposed to be confrontational to the bankers or the country. I just literally said we should have a voice. The people, the Declaration of Independence says it. If the system we have is not for the people, we need to design a better system that is for the people. And so it's up to us to do that. And, you know, building a voting app should have been my main priority, and then putting cryptos into it and all that. I'm not a web designer. So it's like I need to actually ask for help. I need to ask people that are web designers, or You know what I mean? We need to build an app. AI was telling me how to do it, the steps. Very little time. I've got to get this trial ready so I can prove my innocence from this stuff that happened to me when they were trying to take me out. And I don't want to be confrontational and draw in all those bullies that were already trying to take me out. I don't want the government to think I'm trying to throw over the government. I just want to build an app that gives us real democracy. I just want people to live free without fear. Like tyranny is like control through fear. We don't need to scare the shit out of everyone into not being willing to speak out loud about the problems we see. If we see problems, we should feel safe enough to say, look, that is messed up. We should fix it. Well, let's work together, come up with a better way of doing it. So that's easy for me to say. I do support freedom. I do support democracy. It's not anarchy, and it is not anti-capitalist. Like, I think that is a good driver for, you know, may the best producer win, right? I mean, seriously, if you got the means and the coordination, rock on, dude. But the tactics, dude, like just these conspiracies, it's just not okay, dude, that these guys are just like taking everything and they're going to leave us all behind. I mean, we got to make sure that the people are okay, dude. The people deserve a voice. They deserve to have a life that's happy. Like, good people should be able to have healthy, happy children so that the world becomes a better place as the next generation takes over. We should hand it down to them, dude. We should hand this next generation the world on a silver platter and not just like hoard all the silver and bury it and end up in some boat on a pile of bones. You know what I mean? In a cave at the end of Goonies. Right? Dude, come on. Please, for the love of God, dude. Share my videos, please. Tell people that you know to subscribe. I have never asked anybody that before, okay? I haven't. But I've got a message, and that is that love will save the world. And I shouldn't be embarrassed to ask for your help, to say that I need support to get that done. And I've just been trying to do it on my own and row my own boat, dude. And I'm going in circles. So it's like I'm a spiral, baby. I want to expand. And it's time. I'm not going to hide from fame anymore. I've been practicing guitar and chess and reading and writing in the mental hospital. They found me to be totally sane, no mental illness, no behavioral problems. They tested my intelligence and found me to be very high IQ, even though the IQ test is not meant for my type of artistic intelligence. And I am talented, gifted in all arenas. So, you know what I mean? Saying that out loud is triggering to people that want to just, oh yeah, you say you're extraordinary mind. Well, I have been avoiding fame. I have not been trying to self-promote and get myself all sold out. I don't want to sign any contracts and lose my artistic freedom. And so I've been hesitant. I've been trying to avoid that. But dude, I'm losing it all in the stock market this week. I'm losing it all. Like, dude, I need, it's time. I need to start making some flow now, dude. And we need to build that app together. I need to sell some coins and meet some people that want to do, like, I want to start a coin business and start selling coins. Coins aren't going to sell for as much when the whole market's crashing. People are going to hold on, dude. And they're just like, so it's, you know what I mean? It all became officially too late this week. And I'm sitting here looking at this pile of crap going like, I can't just spend all day looking through this stuff, being upset about the things that were ruined and rained on and left out here to be, dude, it's not okay, it's not okay, it's not okay. So, anyway, share my videos and talk about these issues. Talk about the big questions, you know what I mean? And the big whys. Why is everything the way it is? Like, why are they working so hard all of a sudden for the alien disclosure. Why, you know, when they were hiding it so much before, and now all of a sudden they're pushing it. Like all these big whys. You know. So I'm gonna let you go, I guess. I've got some work to do. I gotta haul some of these boxes over and try to get a new storage unit. May the force be with you. Maybe I'll do another live video when I'm opening these boxes and show you what's left of my crap. Maybe. Maybe I'll, if I even touch one person's heart out there that sees that they might be able to help me, let me know. Hit me up on Facebook, Ponder Spirals. When you ask me to be a friend, let me know you're a real person by sending me a message with the friend request. I got to get back in on my Instagram. I had to change my phone number because I was in the hospital for 5 months. But hey, at least everyone that thinks I'm crazy can at least settle on, you know what I mean? The hospital did their best to check and see if there's anything wrong. Not with this mind, baby. I've got a clean, rockin' brain machine going on here, and that's tight. You know what I mean? Because even I was starting to wonder, after all the trauma I dealt with, dude, all the dead ends I came to and all the way, like all the conspiracies, all the people like turned against me. I'm like, what's wrong with me that is causing all these problems around me? Why is everyone else acting so crazy around me? Like this all can't be happening. But it's the fact that I see what's wrong with the world and I see a different way that it could be, and I speak about the simple issues causing it. It's like it's a problem we could solve. And right, there's denial that goes along with people thinking that you know what I mean, that like self-righteous like superiority complex that people have going on, and they just don't want to address the issues within. So it's like, you be the change you want to see, right? So I'm working on that. I set an example of honor and respect, and right, people that are dishonorable and disrespectful and manipulative and all that, it just irks them off, dude. So narcissists hate my guts because I'm such a super empath. I'm such a huge heart, such a lover. And right, they just want to take that love away from me and just like vampire it out, dude. So I gotta quit being like such a target by just being a little bit tougher. And I'm gonna have to be a fighter. So I don't know if I even have to get my law degree, but I'm gonna start like cleaning house, dude. I got some lawsuits to file this week and stuff. Police reports to make, stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. So much work. I'd rather spend my time just on like la-di-da beautiful things. But dude, my doggy's gone, and all my stuff is too. So I worked really hard. My whole life I worked really hard, and I don't like going the extra mile unless I have to, kind of, you know. But it's time. I just got to start really putting the work in. And right, I could use some help. So let me know if you got the heart and the time and the will, and we'll change the world together.